Yeah, able to see my screen. We'll go to the topics now. Okay, please join by 3 o'clock by using here. You have to go here. You know this one, right? Already.
Yes.
You have to go to rajinformatica.com, go to students, join live session, and you have to join here. Okay, so you have to join like this. You are getting right when I click on it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll check it out. Okay, I will check it out why it is getting. Okay, so we'll see. Please go on mute. If you are not speaking, please go on mute.
Sir, for me, it's not getting like this. I mean, permission denied page. For me,
Yes,
it's like,
few people are getting, few people are not getting. We'll see. Okay,
yeah.
we'll see. We'll start the session now. Okay. So in the last session, I have told you about what are the different types of ETL tools. What is ETL? Okay, and what is Informatica? Why we will use Informatica? And what are the Informatica server and client tools? Okay. So now we'll discuss something about Oracle. So before going to Informatica, we'll see some Oracle commands. Okay.
Sorry, sir, interrupting you. This is the first session, right? I joined today only.
This is second session. Okay. So that's fine. It's like a first session. Okay, no worries. Okay. Yeah. So I'll send the video first session. You can go through that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll see some Oracle commands today. So how to create a table. Okay. So this is Oracle. Okay, I'm discussing about Oracle SQL now. I'm discussing about Oracle SQL. How to create a table, how to insert the data into table, how to insert the data into table, how to delete the data from table. So this is what I'll discuss now. Okay, then we'll go for Informatica again. Okay. So before that, okay, what is Oracle? A database, right? What is Oracle? A database, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So database is a collection of
information.
database is a collection
Schemas.
of database is a
Collection of tables.
Schema. Collection of schema.
database is a collection of schema.
Schema.
Okay. Now, number one, first we'll see how to create a schema. How to create a schema. Okay. In Oracle SQL, how to create a schema we'll see now. So to create a schema, first you need to launch Oracle SQL Developer. This you have it already. If you have installed, launch Oracle SQL Developer. Okay, it will show like this. For you, maybe only this will show. For you, only this will show. If this also not showing means you can see my video. Okay, installation video. There I have explained you how to use. Please go on mute. If you're not speaking, please go on mute. Okay, if you want to speak, just unmute it and speak again. You please go on mute because otherwise it will be disturbed to everybody. Okay, so now for in your case, it will be only showing this schema. Okay, and REPSVC dev this one. Okay, info repo info down. These things you might have shown because after you install Informatica, first you will install Oracle. In that you will install, first you will configure this, then you will configure info repo info down. Now I am showing how to create a schema. There are two ways to create a schema. One is by using a command, then another one is by using by like I'll show you. First we'll use by command. Okay, to create a schema, see if you want to create any table or if you want to delete a table, if you want to update a table, you have to create a schema first. Okay, so for that purpose, first you have to open Oracle SQL Developer, then click on this schema. When you click on this schema, it will show like this. There is a window will open here. See, when you get this kind of error, suppose if you are getting this kind of error, then go to services. Please observe carefully while I am telling. Please listen carefully. Okay, if you get this kind of error, okay, then what you do? Go to services, scroll down for Oracle. Here, see, nothing is running here. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be running straight. Start one by one. 1, 2. The first one, leave it. Oracle job scheduler XC disable, leave it. There are total 5 Oracle services. In that, the 4 should be in running status. Second is done. Third, fourth. So these are running. Again, while it is running, close it. Close once. Okay, now open again. Check again whether they are, you can refresh it like this. Okay. Now, once you've done, click on Schema. Still it is showing error. It will take 2 minutes, maybe. It will take 2 minutes. Wait a second. Let me refresh. Click on this schema, we'll see now. Yeah, now it will work. Okay, you are seeing now, sys has come here. When I click on this will come. Suppose if it is accidentally closed, you can still right click on it, open SQL worksheet. Okay, so what you need to do? Okay, it was like this. It was like this. Just open SQL, Oracle SQL Developer or SQL Developer. Click on Schema. When you click Schema, okay, it will automatically come a SQL worksheet. Now you have to write a command here. To create a schema, you have to write a command. How to write a create? Okay, you need to write create username. Give the same thing. Okay, OT SRC dev3 identified by password. Okay, so what is this syntax? Create username identified by password. This is syntax. Okay, create username means schema name. Okay, 1 second, please. Hold 1 second. Okay, so create user schema name identified by password. Okay, so this is a syntax you need to follow. Okay, this is a syntax, please. This is a syntax you need to follow. So this is a syntax I'm putting here. So create user schema name identified by password. Now my schema name is OTSRC dev3, password is admin. Just click on a semicolon and run it. This is the run statement. Run. So are you seeing OTSRC dev3 is created? Yes or no? Is OTSRC dev3 is created?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
this is the schema
Yes,
name.
created.
Now our schema name is okay OT SRC. Our schema name is OT SRC dev3. Our schema name is, now we have created a schema. Okay, after that we need to grant the privileges. Just do it. Okay, this and all will take care by DBA, but as of now we are only the DBA. Okay, just do it whatever I say. Okay, grant all privileges to OTSRC dev3. Okay, grant DBA to OTSRC dev3. Okay, grant DBA to OTSRC dev3. Okay, so now just click on this. If you give a semicolon, just click on it and execute it, or select this, select one statement and execute it. Anything is fine. So now user is created. This is a step to create a user. This is a step to create a user. Create username identified by password. This is a schema name. Okay, so and grant all privileges to schema, grant DBA to schema. Now you have to configure the schema. Once you created the schema, configure the schema. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Why we are giving DBA?
Leave it, please. Leave it. As of now, not required. Okay, because in real time we will never create a schema. DBA will create a schema to grant the access to every access. All the access I am giving, grant DBA. Leave it. Just use this. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Now once you created a schema, okay, just click on this plus. Now you need to configure the schema. You have created a schema. Now you have to configure the schema. How to configure a schema? Click on are you seeing plus symbol? Are you seeing plus symbol here? New connection.
Yes,
Click
sir.
on this new
Yes.
connection.
Yes.
Click
Yes.
on this new
Yes.
connection. Then first copy the schema name or username. Click on the schema plus name also give the same. Username also give the schema name. Name and username give name can be anything actually. Name I can give my name also, but to avoid confusion, give the name same name as the schema name. Password we have given admin and save password. You click on save password. This is automatic. Post name, port, SID will come automatic. Don't change anything. Click on test. When you click on test, it should show success. It should show success. Then connect it. OTSRC Dev3 is connected. You see here. Is it connected?
Yes, sir.
What you need to do? Click on
Yes,
plus
sir.
symbol. Click on plus symbol. Give the name, username, password. Okay, and save the password. Click on test and click on connect. Okay, once you connect it, it will connect it. Now you can open and see what are this. No tables are there. Still no tables are there. If you see any other schema, there are many tables are there. There are many tables are there in my other schema, but in this schema we did not create a table still. Okay, so there are no tables now. Now you have to create a schema. Now you have to what? You have to do. You have to create a schema. How to create a schema now? Okay, that is the question. So how to create a table? We have created a schema. So schema database is a collection of objects. Database is what? Collection of schema. Schema is a collection of database objects.
Database object.
Collection of database objects. Collection of database objects. Okay. Now, what are the database objects? DB objects are tables, views,
Index.
okay, indexes, etc. There are many things are there. Okay, these are the database objects. Now we have created a schema. Now we need to create a table. We need to create a table now. We need to create a table. What is a table? Table is a collection of rows and columns. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Okay, this is called as row or record. This is called it as a column. Okay, this is called a column and also field, also attribute. Okay, so now we need to create a table. So like this, I need to create a table. The table name is students. Okay, I need to create student ID, ST ID, ST name, student name. Okay, then marks. Okay, then city. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to create. Okay, first we need to create a table. Okay, before we go to create a table, we have basic SQL commands. Now we need to see what are the basic SQL commands. We are discussing about Oracle SQL now. We are not discussing about Informatica. We are discussing about Oracle SQL. Under Oracle SQL, okay, we have created a schema. Now we need to see what are the basic commands in basic statements in SQL. One is DDL commands. Number one, DDL commands. Number two, DML commands. Number three, TCL commands. Number three, TCL commands. What are the DDL commands? Create, alter, drop. These are the DDL commands. What are the DML commands? Insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete. Okay. TCL command, commit, rollback. Okay. These are the basics. These are the basics of Oracle SQL. Okay, you have to first learn about how to create a table. So there are three types of commands. DDL command. What is DDL means? Data definition language. Data definition language. What is DML means? Data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. Okay, and what is TCL? Transaction control language. Transaction control, transactional control language. Okay, these are the basic commands we have. Okay, one is DDL, one is DML, one is TCL. Okay, one is TCL. DDL, DML, TCL. Okay, data definition language, data manipulation language, transaction control language. Why we need to create a table. Okay, now we will use any one of this. What and all we need to use, we'll see now. Number one, we need to create a table. We need to create a table. How to create a table? By using create statement. Create statement is DDL. Which statement it is? Create. Create is what? It's a DDL statement, right?
Yes.
It's a DDL statement. Now you need to create a table called students. In this, these are the columns: student ID, student name, marks, city are the columns. Okay, first we need to create the table. How to create a table, please? You see, please. Create. Okay, create table. Table name. Table name is students. Now I'm creating a new table. Create table students. Open the bracket. Then student ID. Okay, it's a number data type, comma, st name. Okay, it's a varchar2 data type. I will tell what is this. Varchar2 50 and st marks. Okay, number data type, comma, st underscore city. It is also varchar2 50. Okay, so this is column name, data type, column name, data type, column name, data type, column name, data type. This is length of the data type. What is this? See, number means it will accept student ID, will accept only numbers. Varchar means, varchar2 means it will accept only characters. It will accept only words or characters. Up to 50 characters we can use it. Okay, again, this marks will accept only numbers. City will accept only characters up to 50. Okay, this is how you need to create a table. Create table, table name, column name, data type, column name, data type, length, column name, data type, like this. You can create n number of columns in your table. So now I am creating a table. Execute it. 1 second. Just give a second. Let me connect to OTSRC Dev 3 and I'll do it here. Connect it to OTSRC Dev 3. Just connect like this. Okay, or open SQL worksheet. Now write it. Execute it. Now what it is saying? Students created, right? Table students created. Yes or no? Is the tables created?
Yes.
The table called students
Yes.
created. Okay, so now we have created a table. What is the table? st underscore marks, st underscore city. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Okay, stid. We have created an empty table now. Okay, we have created an empty table. Now, after creating a table, how to see the table? How to see the structure of the table? Structure of the table. How to see the structure of the table? First, we have created a table. How to see the structure of the table? For that, we have a command called DSC, describe. Describe table name. Describe table name. You see this? Is this what we have created just now? stid, stname, stmarks, city. So first we need to create a table. How we need to create a table? Create table, table name, column 1, data type, column 2, data type, column 3, data type, column 4, data type. Once you create a table, if you want to verify the table is created or not, you can check DSC table name, or describe also you can write it. Describe table name. Okay, you can use anyone. Either you can use describe or you can use DSC. Anything is fine. DSC students. Okay, so DSC is a short form of describe. That's it. Okay, so did you understand how to create a table and how to describe a table?
Yes.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
So this is how you need to create a table. So create table is a DDL command. Create table is a first. We'll see this. Okay. In this, we are discussing about create table. Create. Create means to create a new table. To create a new table under the schema. Under the schema. Okay. This is called create a table. Okay. Now we have created a table. You have created a table. If you want to see the records of the table, to see the records of the table, to view the records, to see the records or rows, to see the rows or records in a table, Okay, this is DESC. 1 second. This is to create a table, create statement. How to see the structure? DESC. How to see the rows or records? By using select statement. Okay, by using select. How to do? Select star from students. If you give select star from students, it will show we have just created a table, but we did not inserted the records in the table. Yes or no? We have
Yes, sir.
created a table, but we did not inserted the records into the table. So it is empty table. It is having only columns, but it is not having any rows. It is having only columns. It is not having any records. Okay. So we have created a table. We have see the structure of the table. Structure means what? What is structure means? Structure means what is the column names? What are the data types of that? That's it. Okay. Now we are what we are doing? We are to see the rows of a table, to see how many records or rows in a table. Then we will use select star from students. Okay. So when I give select star from students, execute, nothing is there. So no records. Now I want to insert the records into the table. What I want to do it? I want to like this. I want to insert. Like this, I want to insert. Student ID 10, Raj, marks 100, city, Bangalore. Okay, like this, I want to insert 20, Ram, 90, okay, Chennai, 30, Ramya, okay, 80, Delhi, okay, 40, okay, 40, Ramesh, then 70, okay, whatever the marks, okay, Hyderabad, okay, so 50, Divya, okay, so 85, then Pune. This is what I wanted. Now I want to insert these records. I want to insert these records or rows into the table. How to insert? So now what we need to do, after creation of a table, you need to insert the records into the table. Insert the records into the table. To insert the records into the table, insert the records into the table. Okay, we should use insert statement. We should use insert command. You see, insert is a DML command. So we have just seen create command. Now we will see insert command. Okay, so now we need to insert the records into the table. How to insert the records into the table? Insert into table name. My table name is students. Okay, then use all these things, just columns, stid, st name, comma, st marks, student marks, student city, close the bracket, write values. Now give what is the first record? What is the first record? This is the first record. This is record. Okay, this is called a record. This is called a column. Now 10 Raj, 100 Bangalore. 10, comma, Raj is a string. String means what? It's a character, collection of characters. So when you are writing a insert statement for a string, you need to use a single quotes. You need to use a single quotes. For numbers, because stid is a number, okay, I am not using any single quotes. Because st name is a stid 10, st marks, sorry, stid 10, st name Raj. St name is a varchar data type, string data type. That's why I am using single quotes, comma, marks. Marks is a number. So 100, comma, Bangalore. Again, student city is a varchar2 data type. For varchar2 data types, you have to use a single quotes. This is how you need to insert. Insert into table name, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, values. Then this is the first column value, second field, column or field, both are same. First field value, second field value, third field value, fourth field value. First field is a number. I am not using any quotes. Second field is a character. That's why I am using single quotes. Third field is st marks. It is a number. I am just giving the number. Okay. So stcity is a varchar2 data type. That's why I am giving single quotes. Then execute it. Is one row inserted? Is one row inserted?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
how to
Yes,
see
sir.
whether this row is inserted or not? Select star from students. Select star from students. If you click on it, execute it, then check one row is inserted. This is a row we have inserted now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now one row got inserted. Now I want to insert the other rows also. Just copy this one and paste it. Copy the above one and paste it and change the values. 20, Ram, okay, 90, Chennai. Like this. Okay, then one more. You paste it. Then 30, okay, 30 Divya, sorry, Ramya. Then 80, Delhi. Okay. Next, again copy paste the same. Okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, so 40, Ramesh. Okay, 70, what is the city? Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad. Next, again copy. Okay, 50 Divya, 50 Divya. Then 85 Pune. Okay, this is what, these are the 4 records. Again now either you can one by one you can execute or select all and execute. So 4 records got inserted. Now check select star from students. So there are 5 records are there. How many records? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 columns, 5 records in this table. There are 4 columns and 5 records in the table. So this is how you need to insert the records into the table. Did you understand how to insert the records into the table?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, did you understand how
Yes,
to
sir.
insert the records into the table?
Yes, sir.
So the rule is, okay, the rule is, now we have seen about Dml command also. Okay, one Dml command we have seen. What are the Dml command? Alter. Okay, so that is this one.
Insert.
Insert, update, delete.
Insert. Insert means insert the records. Insert the records or rows in the existing table. In the existing table. First, we need to create a table. Then we need to insert the records into the table. Once we, if you use any DML statement, after DML statement, you have to use commit. You have to use commit means save the data. You have to use commit only for DML, please. DDL is auto commit. DDL is auto commit. It will auto commit. You no need to do anything. Okay, it will commit its own. It's auto commit. Okay, for only when you are using any insert statement or update statement or delete statement, what you need to do, you need to commit it. So because we have used insert statements, after all insert statements, just give only one commit. No need to give 5 commit statements. After inserting all the records, just give commit. When you give commit, it will save it. It will save the records. Okay, so commit is for what? To save. Commit is after inserting, then commit. Save the record, save the data, save the records into the table. To save the records into the table, you have to use commit statement. Okay, it's for only DML commands. Whenever you are using insert, update, delete, use commit. Otherwise, it will not save, please. Otherwise, it will not save. So use the commit statement. Okay, so this is how to create a table. Create table. To see the structure of a table, DSC. To see the records of the table, select statement. To insert the records into the table, insert into statement. Insert into statement. This is how you need to do it. Are you clear about these things, please? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Are you clear?
No,
Everybody, please.
no, sir.
No, sir.
Now,
Hi Raj.
yeah,
I have one query. Why are you using describe?
to see the structure of a table. To see the structure of a table. This is called structure of a table. To see how many columns are there, what are the data types. Can you see the data types here? Can you see the data types in this? Can you see the data types?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you see the data types here?
No, no.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
you cannot see the data types. You can see only records. To see the
Okay.
structure, what is the data type of the student ID? What is the data type of student name? For that, we will use describe students. Now you can see like this. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now see
Raj,
when I give.
Raj,
Hmm,
hello. we have to, whenever we are executing any query, we have to select all and then execute, right?
Either see, if you don't use semicolon, you have to select and execute. If you give semicolon, just click the at last or anywhere on the statement. If you have used the semicolon, after semicolon or anywhere, you just click on the cursor and run it. But before also semicolon should be there. Every line should be ended with a semicolon. Suppose now see, I'm not ending with a semicolon, this and this. Okay, now I am trying to execute this. Okay, sometimes it will execute, sometimes it will not execute. Okay, so use a semicolon always. Use a semicolon for each and every line. Then come to this, click on this line or click on this, execute. Only that will execute. Otherwise, you just select this and execute. Anything is same. But this is easy. Just select it, a semicolon, use a cursor, then execute. That's it. Okay, clear, please.
Okay.
Everybody.
Raj,
Hmm.
in the insert command for values, if, for every time we have to put values or else.
Yes, every time. Yes, for every record, this is the one you have to use.
Okay.
Yes, for every record, this is syntax.
Sure.
Insert into table name, columns, values, and the values.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Sir,
Okay, now, yeah.
only single line we execute semicolons or two,
Or
three
you can
lines.
execute, yeah, you can select all. If you want to
Select
execute more than one, select all
Okay.
and execute at a time. That's it.
Okay, sir.
I'm executing again. See, now again 4 records inserted. Check the records now. Select star from students. These many records are there. I'm executing again. After executing insert, use a commit, please. Don't forget it. Use a commit. Again, see, these many records are there. Okay. Now, how to see? Now, how many records are there? 13 records are there. Wait a second. I'll execute multiple times. Okay. Now commit. Now, if you see select star from students, if you want to see how many records are there, you need to scroll down like this, right? You need to scroll down like this. Then you can see
Yes,
101
yes, sir.
records are there. It is showing. Instead of that, you have a command. Now, what you need to do to see the count of the records. To see the count of the records. To see the count of the records in a table. To see the count of the records. Count of the records in a table. Okay, use count star. Use count star. How? You please see. Select either small or capital, not a problem. Select count star from table name. Select count star from table name. Check how many records are there. Total number of records is 101. Yes or no? Total number of records are 101. To see the count of the records, one way is you use a command select count star or click on this table, right click on it. Are you seeing count rows? Are you seeing count rows?
Yes, sir.
Click on this count rows. It is showing 101 rows. Anything is fine. Okay, anything is fine. So now, so to see the count of the record, to see the number of records in a table, to see how many number of records or rows in a table, select count star from students. Select count star from students. If you execute, it will show 101. Okay, now suppose this is my table. I want to see whose student ID is 10. I want to see all the student IDs who are having only 10. Okay, for that, now we need to use a where condition. Where condition. Okay, why we will use where? To filter out some records to get only the desired result. Okay, see now, select star from students. Select star from students where I want only student ID equal to 10. Student ID equal to 10. Where student ID equal to 10, if you give, it will show only student IDs are equal to 10. This is the only student ID which is having 10. Suppose I want 20. Whose student IDs are 20? Okay, just execute this. Now see, this many records are there. Okay, for student ID 20. This is how you need to use a where condition. Okay, if you give just a select star from students, it will display all the records. If you want to get only this, suppose I want to see only student marks equal to 100. I want to see only student marks equal to 100 means select star from students where st underscore marks equal to 100. If you see this, execute it, it will show only whose marks equal to 100. Okay, did you understand where condition,
Yes, sir.
how to use a where condition?
Yes.
Yes,
Now
sir.
suppose I want to see whose marks is greater than 85, whose marks is greater than 80, whose marks is greater than 80. So student marks is greater than 80. Execute it. Is all student marks, check the student marks, is all these marks are greater than 80? Is all the marks are greater than 80? Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This is how you can see whose students marks is greater than 80. Suppose I don't want to see whose marks are 100. I don't want to see whose marks are 100. If I want to see whose marks are 100, I can give equal to. I don't want to see means not equal to, where student marks not equal to, where student marks not equal to, exclamation symbol equal to. This is one way. See now, is the marks, any marks is equal to 100? No, all are not equal to 100. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All are not equal to 100. Now, there is one more way to use a not equal to. You can use just like this. You can use less than, greater than 100. This is also same. Either you can use not equal to this symbol. This is also called a not equal to. This is also called a not equal to. Check like this. Okay. So like this, you can use a where condition. Suppose I want to see all the students who are in Chennai. For that, select star from students where st underscore city equal to, because this is a string field, because this is a varchar2 field, you need to use a single quotes and copy paste this one here. Okay, copy paste this one here. If you execute it, see, all students are in Chennai. Whose students are in Chennai? It is showing. Whose students are in Chennai? Is it showing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
for numeric fields, you no need to give the single quotes. For character or string fields, you need to use a single quote. This is how we need to use. Okay. Suppose, okay, I don't want to see. Suppose now if I give small here, Chennai, what will happen? See please. Is it showing anything?
No.
So that means what you need to do, whatever the case in the data, okay, rows, okay, same thing you have to give here. Capital means capital, small means small, you have to use. Always copy paste it. Just click on this, Control C, Control V. Okay, if you give small or big, it will not work. Okay, in the here, where student city equal to Hyderabad in capitals only, because data is in capitals. If this is small, then you have to use small here. Because it is capital, you have to use a capital here. Now check, it will show all Hyderabad, whose student city equal to Hyderabad. This is how you have to use a where condition. Did you understand where condition?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, did you understand
Yes.
where condition?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Raj.
Yes, sir.
This is how to use it.
Sir, is the same for the greater than or equal to also?
Yeah, greater than or equal to same. Greater than or equal to 85, suppose. You want to see all the records whose marks is greater than or equal to 85. Then it will show 85 and greater than or greater than. It will show 85 and greater than. If you just give greater than from 86, it will show. If you give equal to, then it will start from 85. Okay, that is the difference between greater than and greater than equal to. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now the next one is, so we have inserted the records. So what we have done, we have created a table. We have seen the structure of a table. We have seen select star from. Then we have inserted the records. We have committed it. Then we have seen the count, and we have seen the where condition also. Okay. Now the next one is how to delete the records from a table. How to delete the records from a table. To delete the records from a table, the statement is delete from table name. delete from table name. If you give delete from table name, it will delete all the records. So next statement is delete. Okay. Delete the records, from the table. So delete is what command? Delete is what command? Delete is what command, please?
DML command.
DML command.
DML command.
To delete the records from a table. To delete the records from a table, we will use delete statement. Okay. So now, if we give delete from students, it will delete all these records. How many records are there? Select count star from students. 101 records are there.
101.
It will delete all the records. Okay. So delete from students means it will delete all the records. It will delete all the records. It will delete all the records. Okay, anyways, it will delete all the records. But I don't want to delete all the records. I want to delete whose students marks is equal to 100, whose marks is equal to 85. I want to delete, what I wanted is, I want to delete, okay, the records whose marks equal to 85. I want to delete this like this. So you write a delete statement, delete from students where marks, check what is the select star from, you check once. What is the column name? You can check. Where st underscore marks equal to 85. Where st delete from students, delete from table name, delete from students, where st underscore marks equal to 85. Execute it. How many records deleted? 25 records deleted. Once you delete it, delete is which command it is?
DML command.
DML command.
DML.
What you need to do after DML command?
Commit.
Commit.
You have to use a
command.
commit. You have to use a commit. Execute a commit. Now check select star from table. Select star from students. Execute. Now see, are there any marks is equal to 85?
No.
Check.
No.
Now the count is, previously it was 101. Now it is 76.
76.
Okay. 25 records are deleted. 25 records are deleted. Yeah.
While deleting time, we don't want to keep the star mark.
Where?
Delete from students
No,
is there.
no. This is the syntax is delete from students. That's it.
In between the delete from row, we don't
No,
want to keep the star mark.
no.
Okay.
The syntax is delete from table name, where column name equal to, not equal to, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, whatever you want. Suppose I want to delete whose name equal to Ramesh. I want to delete the students whose name equal to Ramesh. So delete from students, delete from table name, where st underscore name equal to, always copy paste this, equal to Ramesh. Execute. So now 25 records are deleted. 25 records are deleted. After that, immediately after that, you need to give commit. Don't forget, please. Use a commit. Then check the select star from students. Are there any records whose name is Ramesh? Are there any records whose name is Ramesh?
No, sir.
No.
So when you are using a delete statement, always use a where condition. Don't use delete statement. If you use directly delete from students, it will delete all the records. Execute. It deletes 51 records. Now check. No records are there in the table. So in real time, when you go real time, don't use delete statement without where condition. Always use a where condition. Always use a where condition. Always use a where condition when you use delete statement. Okay. Did you understand, please?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand? So
Yes.
don't use
Yes, sir.
delete statement. Don't use delete statement directly. Don't use delete statement directly. Always use a where condition when you use a delete statement. After DML command, you have to use commit. Yes, please.
Hello. Suppose if we delete, how can we regain again? Can you
The
please tell me?
rollback, I'll tell later. Rollback.
Okay.
You can do it. Okay. So now what and all we have seen? We have seen all these things, right? Create, to create a table. To see the structure of a table. 1 second, please. Let me finish. Create, to create a table. Okay, then see the structure DSC. To see the records of the table, select star from. To insert the records, insert into. Because insert is a DML command, you have to use a commit. Then to see the records of the table, select count star. To delete the records from a table, delete from the table, where you always use a where condition when you use a delete statement. Otherwise, don't use, please. Okay, because when you delete the records, people will ask why you deleted all the records. Okay, always use a where condition when you use delete from the. Otherwise, if you want to delete, you are sure. Suppose you are sure that you want to delete all the records from a table, then you can use delete from table name. Delete from table name. Okay, this is all we have seen now. Any doubts, please?
Raj, how can we delete duplicate records in a table?
I will tell. When I tell about duplicate records, I will tell that. Okay.
Sir, for insert statement,
Hmm.
suppose if we don't know the value for particular record, that is, suppose we don't know the marks for particular student, so can we insert the record by keeping the that particular value null?
That I'll tell later. As of now,
Okay.
let's people understand this first. Okay, we'll see those later. Okay.
If
Yeah.
we delete one row and committed it to saved,
Hmm.
and then we call it also or
No,
not?
you cannot. You cannot
can
roll back it.
not.
You cannot roll back it. Okay.
Okay.
I will tell that later. Now we have deleted the records from a table. Okay, we have insert. We have created a table. We have insert. Yeah, please.
How can we delete the entire record?
Entire record we have deleted. No, now see. I'll insert the records again. 1 second. This is
Only one
entire.
single. I'm asking only one single record. Suppose
Yeah,
if
one
RAM
single
is there,
record. 1 second. Select star from students. Now, what is the record in this? Tell me. Which is a record?
see if I want to delete this row, first row,
Use a where condition. No.
20
Delete.
RAM 90 Chennai. entire.
Delete from students. Till now we have seen the where what you want to delete. First record, right? Where stid equal to 20. Delete.
I'm asking entire. Overall
Entire only.
record.
Check this. Now RAM record is there. Check. His entire record is deleted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
His entire record is deleted. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because 20 is because it was like this. Okay, because it was like this. 1 second, let me see. When you give, okay, it was 1 second. 1 second. Just give me a second. Now see, this is RAM record, right? If you want to delete, if student ID equal 20 for only RAM, no?
Yes.
For student ID equal to 20 is only for RAM. When you give delete from students where student ID equal to 20, it will delete entire record. It will not just delete this one. It will delete entire record. See please. Select star from students where student ID equal 20. It will give only one column or entire record. It will give. Check. Entire record it is given. When you use delete, entire record will delete.
Suppose if I want to add extra column, if there it is
I will tell.
students.
I will tell. Still, there are many things are there. I will tell. Okay. Did you understand now how to delete a record?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Raj, hello. Can I
Your voice is breaking.
are you hear me?
Yes. Who is
Okay.
speaking? Can you tell the name, please?
Pratik.
Yeah, Pratik, tell me.
Okay. Can I delete a single command, the multiple varchar like Bangalore, Pune?
What is that? First, tell me in this what you want to do. You cannot decide like that. Now, what you want to delete? Tell.
Okay. I will tell you. If I supposed to delete Chennai and Delhi in the first command, like select from students where the varchar is Delhi and Chennai. Can I do that?
You want to delete Chennai
and Delhi, yeah.
Delete from students where st_city equal to Chennai, and I will tell and later anyways. He is asking, I am telling, and st_city equal to which one? Delhi you want?
Delhi.
Execute it. Okay, for this we need to use the like operator. I'll tell that like operator later. Okay, so you can use where stcity like, you can use like this. stcity like, in this you have to use Chennai, comma Delhi.
Okay, like as okay. And we can
Okay, now
use
there
also
is
operator.
one second.
Sir, we can use or instead of and.
Yes,
No,
sir,
no.
that is in operator.
Yeah. 1 second, please. Delete from students. Or if we could have used, we could have deleted Chennai command. 1 second.
Sir, instead of like, just use in there.
Yeah, in. Sorry. Yeah, in. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it is deleted. Okay, 2 records are deleted. Anyways, leave about it. I will tell. There are many things are there. I'll tell in operator, like operator later. Let's not confuse others. Okay, just concentrate on what I am telling. That's it. Okay. So now I have shown how to delete the records from a table. Okay. So and how to, these and all I have told. Okay. How to create, insert, delete. Okay. Now next one is to delete the entire structure of a table. Suppose how many records are there in my table? Now this one, select star from students, 2 records are there. Okay. Now I want to delete the structure and records both. I want to remove the table from the database. I want to remove the table from the database. Okay. From the schema, I'm saying. That means structure also should not be there. Okay. For that, we can use drop table. Drop table name. Drop table name. Give it table dropped. Now you try select star from students. What is showing? Table or view does not exist. Okay. So drop means it will remove the table. It will remove the table from the schema. It will remove permanently from the schema. So drop is which command?
DDL.
DDL. To remove the table. To remove the table permanently. To remove the table permanently from the schema. From schema, we will use drop command. Okay. When you use a drop command, there is no table exist at all. Okay. So after drop, we should use a commit. After drop, should we use a commit?
No,
we won't use
auto commit.
auto commit.
It's a drop is a DDL command. Drop is a DDL command. So drop means what is drop? To delete, to remove the table permanently from the schema. Okay, this is called drop command. Okay, so now what is the difference between drop and delete?
Drop is entirely
deleted the
Permanently
database.
Now, suppose
Drop is
I'll create the
permanently
table again.
So delete will remove only records, and drop will remove the table from the database.
And
Yeah. Now I am creating a table again. I am inserting the records from the table. Okay. Now commit. When you use delete command, if you use just delete from table name, what it will do? It will just delete the records from a table. If you give select star from, still the table exists, but no records exist. No records exist. See, no records. Table is there still. Structure will be there. Okay. When you give DESC, it will show. It will show.
Table structure.
Table structure will be there. Now, if you want to remove, suppose I'm inserting records, some records. Okay, and commit. Now select star from. Okay, now see, there are 4 records are there. Okay. Now if you give drop statement, drop table name, it will delete the records and also table permanently. Structure of the table also will delete. See, table students dropped. Now check select star from students, nothing is there. So that is the drop command. So these are the commands we have seen now. Create means to create a table. Drop means to drop the table, structure of the table. Table means structure of the table. Structure of the table permanently from a schema. Okay. Then insert and delete means insert the records into the table. Delete means delete the records from a table. Commit means save. Okay. Then select count star means to get the count of the records. These are all about Oracle statements today. I will tell what is after, what is alter, what is rename, what is update in the next session. Okay. So let's not overload. Are you clear about this in Oracle now? Any doubts, please? There are many things are there, like operator is there, in operator is there, and or not is there, null is there. Please go on mute. When you're not speaking, please go on mute.
Sir, can you say once about rollback?
I did not cover rollback still. I will tell.
Okay then. Okay.
I'll tell in the next session.
Suppose
I have
if you want
covered
to
only
manipulate-
this.
Suppose if you want to manipulate the data,
What is that? Manipulate means what? Manipulate means insert and delete, no?
no, I want to. I have suppose I had added some other data. So again, I want to add some other data. So then,
I will tell in the next session. I will tell. Yeah. So whatever I have told, are you clear? Any doubts, please?
No, sir.
It's clear, sir.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, how can we write delete D1, D2 like that, sir?
What is that? D1 means?
D1 means nothing but how we can write student ID. So how can we write it? DI.
Now what you want
D1.
in this what you want? Tell me. This is your table. What you want to write now? Tell me. Student ID is what you want?
Not that. Student name, suppose.
Student ID is what you want to write?
D1.
Okay, next.
Down D2. Next row.
Hmm.
So how can I print this in SQL?
What is name? What you want to put as the name?
Name, RAM or anything.
Marks?
Marks 80 or 100.
Okay.
City, Bangalore or Hyderabad, not problem. So how can I print this?
First, you need to create a table for this. Okay.
That all I know, sir.
One second. First, you need to create a table. How to create a table? Create table. We'll take this one only. We'll take this. Now see, student ID, you are saying you want characters and numbers both. Correct?
Yes.
For that, you need to use a varchar. Varchar will accept character and the number. See, varchar will accept varchar2 data type will accept both numbers and characters. Both numbers and characters. But number will accept only numbers. Will accept only numbers. It will not accept characters. So now you have to mention student ID as the varchar. Student ID as the varchar. Varchar to 10 something, whatever it is. Okay. Up to 10 characters you can use.
Spelling mistakes are there. Varchar.
Okay. Now execute. Okay. Create table students. What is happening? Student
Data type is missing.
Yeah, 1 second. Comma. This is 50. Our name is already there. Then remove this. Okay. Student ID varchar 10. Student name varchar to 50. Student marks number. Execute it first. Execute it. Create table students. Student ID varchar to 10. Student name varchar to 50. Marks city. Okay. That is a problem. Okay. Now execute it. It will execute. Table students created. Now write an insert statement. How to write an insert statement? You write an insert statement. Okay. Student ID, student name, student marks, city. Here you want D1, right? In the single quotes, you write D1. This is what you want, right? Execute. Now select star from students. After insert, use a commit. After insert, use a commit. Okay. Select star from students. Execute it. Is D1 is there?
Yes, sir. Okay.
So
Thank you, sir.
if you want to numerics, numbers, and also alphabets, use varchar2 always. If you want only numbers, use number. That's it. Number will not accept characters. but varchar2 will accept characters or numbers both as a characters. Okay, that is how this one is.
Okay, okay.
Are you clear, everybody?
Sir,
Yeah.
to add decimal values, which data type should be used, sir?
Okay, good question.
Suppose 10.5,
Now suppose
11.6.
marks is like this.
95.6 something.
95.5. Okay. 85.5. These kind of questions you should ask. Okay. Now I'll drop the table. Drop the table. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Okay, I dropped it. We'll recreate again. We'll recreate the table again. Now marks is a decimal. That means 85.5, 95.5. For that, use a number comma 10, 2. What is 10, 2 or 5, 2? What is 5, 2 now? What is number 5, 2?
Up to
Anybody,
two
please?
decimal values of 2
points.
The
After
total,
five numbers,
After point, it will
total
accept
size
two
is
digits.
5. After point, the size is 2.
face
So like
values.
this. Okay.
Face values.
100.00. Okay.
Okay.
So total should be
5,
5.
face values.
Total number should be 5. Number of digits should be 5. Okay. And before 2, it should be a point. Before 2 digits, there should be a point. Now suppose if I give number 5, 3. Number 5, 3, what will happen?
10.330.
Yeah, 10 point. If I give 5, 3, then not only 10 point, 14.456
Yes.
like this. Okay.
Example.
So
Okay.
total should be 5 numbers. In this, the last 3 should be digit. That last things should be okay. This one.
Okay.
Okay. Now what you need to write here? Number 5, 2. I have written. Okay, you create the table first. It's created. Now check the DESC. How it look like? DESC students. So this is 5, 2. That means it will accept 5 digits. Student marks will accept 5 digits total. In that last 2 digits will be decimals. This is, we will call this as precision. We will call this as precision. This as scale. Okay, precision, scale. Okay. So precision is this, scale is this. Okay. Now you insert the records. Same thing you insert. 100 dot or 85.550. Okay, like this. Execute. One row created. Select star from students. See 85.5 it's given. Because 0 is no value. After dot, there is no value for 0. That's why it is giving 85.5. Suppose if you insert one more record called like this, 85.591. Execute it. Now it will show like this. Check. This is having 85.91. 85.91. We should not call 91. 85.91. Okay, like this. It will show. Okay. That is called. This is called decimal data type. Number, comma, number 8, 2 or 5, 2 or 10, 2. Anything is fine. Okay. Based on your requirement, you need to use this. Did you understand? After
Yes,
that,
sir.
commit please. After insert, always don't forget it. Commit.
If we don't commit,
It will not save. If you close it, the records will lose.
okay.
Suppose if you want it in percentage level means,
Hmm?
suppose if you want to add in the percentage,
Percentage means what is it?
marks instead of marks we have to add in percentage.
And use a character.
Okay.
Use varchar2. You want like this. Use percentage. In the single quotes. Change the number as varchar2 20. Then use 85% like this.
Okay.
Okay. So these are about Oracle commands. Are you clear, please, everybody? Today Oracle
Yes,
commands.
Sir,
Okay.
sir.
Hello.
Sir, can you write a suffix like that? D suffix 1, D suffix 2 like that?
Anything you can write it in the single quote space. You
Okay.
write whatever you want.
Okay.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, can you please revise those creation of schema and how to grant privileges in sys schema that we have done? Yes.
I'm sending you now these things.
Okay.
You can use the same thing. You execute the same thing. Connect to schema first. It will be like this. Okay. Disconnect. It will be like this. Just connect it. When you connect it, sys will open. When you connect it, sys will open. Here, if you don't open, if sys did not open, right click on it, open SQL worksheet, then use these commands. Create user, schema name, identified by password. Okay. Then grant all privileges to schema name. Grant DBA to schema name. That's it. Okay. Fine.
Sir,
Use the same
excuse me,
thing in
sir.
your schema.
Sir, we create the username as a dev3. In this role, we have defaulted to assign that, no?
What is the default it means?
Suppose connections. In the connections, we can assign a default now.
Not required any default. No.
Yeah,
Do the
role
same
in this
thing.
role. In this role, default username.
Let it be
SSDBA
default
not
only.
okay.
Let it be default only.
Not assigned
Don't
the
change anything.
SysDBA.
Not required. Not required. Okay. So just use it as whatever I told. Use it. That's it. Don't go anywhere. That's it. Okay.
Hello. Hello, sir. When I have interchanged the data from the table, so what can I do?
We'll see that later. Okay. Next session. Next session we'll see. Okay. So today we have discussed about these things. Create, alter. We have create, drop. We have discussed. We have discussed insert and delete. Okay. We have discussed insert and delete, create and drop. Then we have discussed select count star from. Then we have discussed where condition. Just practice these things today. That's it. Okay. We'll see next things tomorrow. Now I am going to Informatica. Okay. So we'll see about few Informatica concepts also today. Okay. Now,
Raj,
yeah, tell me.
if you are, we are doing on the for number 5,2. Now mark is 1000 means 5,2 means 10.00 come correct?
No. It will fail. You cannot use 1000 in the marks. You cannot use at all. You have to use 6,2. If you want to use 1000,
okay, one
6,2.
student data is 5,2 you are using. For another student is for 6,2.
Then use the maximum always. It should not be like for one row you have to use number 5,2. For another row you can use 6,2. For another row you cannot use 7. No, not like that. You have to decide the maximum. So if you have like that, then give 10,2 or 15,2 you give it. So that n number of 15, or you give 20,5. Okay, so that in anything it can take. Give 20,5. It will take anything. There will be no maximum number, right? Normally what we will get it in the data, it will be always maybe below numbers 20. After the dot, it will be 5 only maximum, not more than that, right? Use this and now insert any data. It will insert.
No, for 20,5 means after 15 data, point will be coming, no?
Yes. After 50 numbers,
it will come to 5
numbers. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so we'll go for ETL. Okay. So as I told you, what is ETL? Extract, transfer, and load. What is ETL?
Extract, transfer, and load.
So now this is about Oracle SQL I have told. Okay. Now I am telling about Informatica. ETL Informatica. Okay. Now see. So ETL. ETL. What is ETL? Extract, transform, load. Extract from where? Extract the data. Extract what?
From source.
Extract what?
The
data from source.
Extract the data. Extract the data. Transform the data. Load the data. We will call this extract as read the data. Read the data or get the data.
Get the data.
Okay. And transform the data or manipulate the data. Manipulate the data. Okay. And load or write the data.
Write the data. Put the data.
Or process the data. Okay. Now extract from where?
Source.
Extract from table or a file. You can extract from a table or a file. Okay. We can transform by using Informatica. Okay. And we will load into again table or a file. Table or a file. Now this table or a file is called source. This table is file are called target. Okay. Now this source is called upstream. This table or a file is called downstream. Okay. Downstream. So extract the data or read the data or get the data from a table and transform the data and load the data to a file or a table. Okay. So a source can be a table or a file. A target can be a table or a file. Extract the data from source, transform it, and load it to target. That is what we are doing. Now, suppose there is a table. This is a table. Just 3. This is a table. This is source table. This is source. What is source? Student underscore SRC. The table name is student underscore SRC. We have student ID, student name, marks. Okay, this is my source table. This is my source table. This is my source table. Okay, this is my source table. Now, this is my data 10 Raj. Okay, 100, 20 Ram, 200, 30 Ramya, 300, 40 Ramesh, 500. Okay, this is my table. This is my source table. My source table is having, so always source tables will have data. Always source table will have data, Source tables are predefined tables. That means source tables given by source team, which will be already having data. We never insert the records in the source table. We never insert the records in the source table. Source tables will be already exist. These are tables also called OLTP tables. I will tell what is this OLTP later. Online transaction processing. Okay, now we have a source table having 4 records. We need to send this data to target. This is my target. This is my target. Okay, how? This is my target. Student ID, student name, student marks. So in the here I will write one more student first name, ST first name I will write in the source. Here I will write ST last name. This is my source. Okay. This is my source. Student ID, student first name, student last name. This is my source. Now what is my target? Student ID. We check the target. 1 second. Student ID, student full name, student full name, okay, and student marks. This is my target. Now I have 4 records in the table. In the 4 records, what I have? Student ID, student name, student first name, student last name, student marks. Now my target table is empty. Is my target table is empty? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
My source is having 4 records. Okay, and my target table is empty. Okay, in source, how many fields are there?
4.
4. In target, how many fields are there?
3.
3 records. Student ID. So now we need to extract the data from student SRC. This is student TGT. The table name is student TGT. This is target. This is target. Okay. Now I want to get the records. I want to get the records from the source. I want to extract the data from source, and I will transform. While I am transforming, I will club these two. Okay. Full name is Raj, V, Raj.V, Ram.A, Ramya.C, Ramesh.B. Like this I wanted. So extract the data from source. Manipulation is this one. I am changing the data, right? It is having first name and last name. But while I am sending to target, I will give like this, Raj.V. Okay, 100. Now 20. Okay, Ram.C, Ram.A. Okay, 200, 30, 30, Ramya.C, 300, 40. Okay, Ramesh.B, 400. Like this, I will use it. Okay, that means, so I will extract the data from source. By using Informatica, I will transform the data. The data was first name and last name. I am transforming it to .v, first name dot last name, and also I am sending to target. Yes or no? Please go on mute. 1 second, guys. Okay. So what I am doing, I have a source table. I have an empty target table. I will extract the data from source. I will transform. Transform is what? Changing the data or manipulating the data. I am manipulating Raj V to single column, raj.v, ram.a, ramya.c, ramesh.b. Okay, this is called transform. This is called transform, means change the data as per the business requirement or manipulate the data. This is called ETL process. Did you understand ETL process? Any doubts in the ETL process?
Yes,
please?
sir. No doubts.
No, sir.
Any doubts, please? Okay, so this is called ETL process. We can extract from a table or a file. If this is a file, also we can extract. We can transform it by using Informatica, and we can load it to target also. We can load it to target also. Okay, this is how we will do it. Okay, now we will go to our Informatica. Okay, so as I told you, Informatica is having how many tools? Informatica is having what kind of tools?
Client tools, server tools.
Client tools and
Client
server
tools,
tools.
server
tools.
tools. Okay, what are the client tools? Client tools are Informatica repository service, Informatica integration service. Now what these server tools will do, we'll see now, and we'll go to client tools first. First we'll understand what these server tools will do. Okay, then we'll go to client tools. What are the server tools we have? A repository service, integration service.
Integration service.
These two are the main server tools. Where server tools will exist? Where server services will exist? In Informatica server location. In Informatica server location. In our case, okay, suppose if I install Informatica under here, Informatica, okay, I have installed Informatica under D drive, Informatica, okay, then here server. But in real time, this server will be installed in some other machine. You will install only client machine, client. You will install only clients, okay, only Informatica client software in your laptop in real time. But we want to do ourselves. That's why we are installing server and client in the same machine. Now what server will do, what client will do, we'll see now. Okay, so there are two things mainly: repository service, integration service. Number one service is repository service. So server tools, Informatica server tools. Informatica having two types of tools. Okay, one is server tools, one is client tool. Okay, server tools, client tools. What are server tools? Mainly repository service,
Inventory.
repository
Integration.
service, integration service. Integration service. What it will do now? What it will do? I'll show you here. See, please. Okay. What are the client tools we have? The client tools we have is, these are the things. If you go to start, all apps, there are 4 client tools. Okay, Informatica, click on Informatica. There are 4 types of client tools: designer, Power Center designer, repository manager, workflow manager, workflow monitor. Okay, that means what are the client tools we have? What are the client tools we have?
Power Center designer.
Power Center designer. Then repository manager. Repository manager. Then workflow manager.
Workflow manager.
Monitor.
Workflow manager. Then workflow monitor.
Monitor.
Workflow monitor. Okay, so before going to that, okay, Informatica server having a repository. What is a repository? What is a repository? A repository. Okay, what is a repository? Is it is a collection of, it is a centralized storage system, centralized storage system. Okay, centralized storage system which contains a repository, Informatica objects. Informatica objects. What are Informatica objects? What are database objects?
Tables.
Tables, views, indexes.
Database objects are tables, views, synonyms, indexes, packages, functions. Same way, Informatica objects are sources, targets, mappings,
Maplets.
workflows,
Sessions.
tasks, anything, connections, maplets, transformations. These are all called Informatica objects. Okay, that means which are available under Informatica is called Informatica objects. Now all these objects will store under repository. All these objects, all Informatica objects will store under a repository. Okay, Informatica is having a repository. Okay, always repository will store in the format of, it will not store the data, it will store only metadata. What is metadata?
Data about data.
Data about data.
Okay, data about data means what?
Table definition.
Structure. Metadata means structure. Okay.
Data types.
Okay, structure. Structure means what? Structure means what will come? Name of the object, data types, length or time, whatever it is. Okay. It will store only structure of the data. That means when you are using server tools, okay, when you are using Informatica client tools, in Informatica client tools, we can use these things. Okay, I will open Informatica client first. See, you go to here, start, all apps. Okay, Informatica 10.2.0, open Power Center. First, you open repository manager. Number one, first you open repository manager. Once you open repository manager, it will show like this. For your case, only one repository. Yes or no? For your case, it will be only one repository.
Yes, sir.
Connected to the same whatever the repository name, leave it. You are having REPSVC, I guess, right? You are
Sir.
having REPSVC.
Yes, sir.
Leave it.
Yes,
Same
yes.
thing you will use it. So connect to that like this. You have to connect. What you need to do? First, you click on this, all apps, scroll down, Informatica. Okay, open R, repository manager. When you click on repository manager, it will click on OK. Yesterday, somebody was asking how to close it. It is simple, right? Instead of putting the screenshot, you could have closed it like this. That's it, no? Yesterday in the group, somebody are asking how to close a window.
Sir,
Correct? You can
sir, one
just
question,
close
sir.
it. That's it. Okay. So start all apps. Okay. Now Informatica 10.2.0 repository manager. Okay. Now when you click on repository manager, in your case, one repository will show. Yes or no? In your case, is it showing
Yes,
only
sir.
one repository?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it will show only one repository for you. Whoever installed, it will show only one repository. Now,
Yes, sir.
either you right click on it, click on connect, or click on this button, or go to repository, connect. Anything is fine. First, select the repository, click on this. Okay, then give the administrator, admin, connect it.
Sir, one
Okay.
question, sir. Is it like any other database we can call repository means?
I'm not. Just listen to me first. Okay. Then you ask your questions. Let me finish my explanation. Then you can ask your questions. Okay. So I'm not going any database. I'm just telling about Informatica. That's it. So Informatica is having server tools, client tools. In the client tools,
No,
we
sir,
have
I
four.
want to know Informatica only. Broadly, we will call it as any it's like a storage area or.
I will tell. Please wait.
Okay.
I will tell that. Okay. Please wait. Okay. So now I have connected to the repository. Yes or no? Did I connect to the repository?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in your case, these folders will not exist. Correct? Any
Yes,
of the
sir.
folder is there? No folder
No.
exists.
No
So,
folder.
Only
first,
deployment.
number one, first you have to create a folder. Once you connect to the repository, you need to create a folder. So again, I am showing, please observe how to open a repository. Go to start, all apps, or in your case, whatever. Okay. Then here, use Informatica 10.2.0. Then use Power Center Repository Manager. Click on it. Then you will be having only one repository. Whatever the name, leave it. Don't compare my repository name with your repository name. Just click on the repository, connect it. Either you can use connect button or right click on it, connect, or go to repository, connect. Okay. So connect it. Then give the ID password, administrator, admin. While you are installing, if you are using this user ID password, you have to use, then connect it. Once you connect, nothing will show here. Only deployments groups will show maybe. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Nothing will show.
Sir,
Now,
yesterday I have
you have
created
to-
batch. Sir, yesterday I have created, sir, one folder, batch 4 evening.
That's fine, please. Just listen what I'm saying.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So you have to create the folder first. How to create a folder? Click on this repository. Are you seeing folder menu?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Click on folders, create. Click on folders, create. We are under batch 7. You can give any name here. Any case, I am using batch 7 morning. I am using batch 7. We are under batch 7 morning. Click on
Sir, batch 8.
Batch 8.
sorry, batch 8, right? Sorry. Batch 8 morning. Okay. Click on OK. Now batch 8 morning is created.
Yes, sir.
Double click on this. You will nothing see here. You will not able to see anything. So this is the repository manager work. What is the use of repository manager? To create the folders. Okay. What is the repository manager work?
To create folders.
To create the folders. To create the folders. Okay. To create the folders, we will use repository manager. Now we have created a folder. How we have created a folder? Connect it, go to folder, create, give a folder name, click on OK. It will create a folder in your repository. Now, are you seeing here RDWM?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is R means?
Repository manager.
D means?
Designer.
W means
Workflow manager.
Monitor.
Workflow monitor.
Yes.
See, once you open once you open repository manager, if you want to go to designer, you can click W, or you can go to start, all apps, then Informatica 10.2.0 designer. Either you can use this, or you can click on this W also, this D also. Anything is fine. It will open like this. Okay. It will open like this. It will open. Okay. So what I have done, I have opened the repository manager. Then I created a folder. Then I am opening the designer. Now it is automatically opening batch 8 morning. In my case, there are many folders. In your case, it will show batch 8 morning like this. Are you seeing here? Business components, sources, targets, all these things are called Informatica objects. I wanted to show you Informatica objects. That's why I did this. Now these are the Informatica objects. Are you seeing? Sources, targets, cubes, dimensions, transformations, maplets, mappings. These are the Informatica objects. If you create any Informatica object, if you save it, it will save under repository. So the repository is a centralized storage system. Are you clear, please? Repository is this is repository. REP SVC dev. In your case, REP SVC is a repository. Okay. So in the repository, we have different folders. Under the repository, we have different folders. In each folder, we have Informatica objects. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this folder also one of the Informatica objects. Also sources, targets, cubes, dimensions, transformations, maplets, mappings. All these are Informatica objects. Now these are the client tools, right? One second, please. Okay. Now, if you see this, okay, repository manager, designer, manager, monitor. These are client tools.
Sure.
Yes or no, please?
Yes.
These are the client tools.
Yes.
Now, when you create any, suppose you opened a designer, Informatica Power Center designer, you created a source or you imported a source and you saved it. When you save it, it will store under repository. Repository is having Informatica system tables. Repository having Informatica predefined tables where it will store. While you are creating repository, you created two schema. While you are installing Informatica, first, have you created InfoRepo and InfoDOM?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now,
Yes, sir.
whatever, see now our repository is InfoRepo schema. Okay. Repository is this only. Informatica repository is this. When you save it, this will save under this schema. This will save under InfoRepo schema. Okay. So to install Informatica, we should have at least 1 or 2 schemas. Database, we should have it. Okay. So what it will do, when you save it, it will save under Informatica predefined. See, when you open this, these are all tables are there, no? These
Yes,
are all
sir.
tables are there. Did
Yes,
I created this table or you created? No.
No, you-
While you are installing,
Default.
Informatica is created these tables automatically. While you are installing, Informatica is created these tables automatically. 1 second. While you are installing Informatica, Informatica has created these tables automatically. Okay. And whatever now you leave about it. Okay. You leave about the schema. Okay. Informatica is having repositories. Repository is having predefined system tables. Those are called metadata tables. Okay. Now, when you open a client tool, either it is a designer or a manager or a monitor or a repository manager, when you create any object, any Informatica object, when you save it, the repository service will enable and it will save the metadata into repository predefined Informatica system tables. So who will save the tables? Who will save the Informatica objects?
Repository.
Repository service. The repository service will save the Informatica objects under repository system tables, metadata tables. These are called metadata tables. These are called metadata tables, whichever I have shown you, right? These are all called metadata tables. Okay. So these are linked to this repository. These are linked to this repository. When you save it, normally for us, it will store in the repository, but internally it will store in the repository metadata tables. So now what I want to explain here is, so whenever you save any Informatica object by using client tool, repository service will enable and it will save the Informatica objects in the metadata tables. Are you clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, are you clear? What is repository service? Without repository service, you cannot save it. Without repository service, you cannot save the metadata to the metadata tables in the repository. So the repository service will take care of that. Are you clear about it, please?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, are you clear? Any doubts here about repository
Can you
service?
come once again, sir?
Tell me what is your doubt.
Once again, it's like brief explanation.
That's what I'm saying. No, repository will save whenever you are using the client tools, repository manager, designer, manager, monitor. When you are creating any Informatica object, when you click on save, inside this client tools, whatever you have, suppose you created a source table, you created a source. The source will go and save under repository. How it will store? By using repository service. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
sir.
Hello. Okay. Yeah.
Sir.
Tell me.
So, sir, here Informatica system tables that you have shown. These tables we will see on Oracle Developer.
Yes.
In that particular schema.
Yes.
Okay.
In this InfoRepo schema. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So
Now,
info underscore repo, that a particular schema will be related to repositories.
Repositories. Yeah, repository system tables. Repository service will save the data to the repository where Informatica system tables. Okay. That is present in Oracle. Okay. These are related to Informatica. These are all related to Informatica, but in form of tables, metadata tables. That's it.
Okay.
Clear about it?
Yes, sir.
So like this, some having tables, some not having data, like this. See. So like this, it will always contain the REPSVC dev is my repository name, DB user InfoRepo. Okay. Like this, in its understandable format, it will store. That's it. Okay. So now see, once you suppose now you imported the source table by using client. I will tell all those things later. So this is, I extracted the data from source. I transformed it by using Informatica, and I will process, I will load it. I want to process the data target, yes or no?
Yes.
I want to process the target. That means I want to load the records into the target. Who will take care? Integration service. Okay. So row by row, what it will do? Informatica first it'll extract the records from the source, and row by row it will process the records. 10 raj.v 100. Okay. Next row. Okay. At a time it will not insert to the target. Row by row it will process the data. Row by row. ram.a 200. Okay. Then 30 ramya dot row by row it will process. Okay. Row by row it will process 40. Okay. 40. Then whatever ramesh dot c, like this it will. Who will take care? That integration service will insert the records into the target. Integration service will insert the records into the target. Again, integration service will not having direct access to client tools. It will now, suppose when you run a Informatica job, there is a job workflow or whatever. When you run a Informatica job, please go on mute. When you create a Informatica job, okay, and when you run it, when you run a Informatica job, see, when you go to the client tool, you create a mapping, you save the mapping. Save means repository service will enable, it will save on the repository. Now, when you run the mapping, the data will flow from source to target, yes or no? When you run the Informatica, workflow or mapping, the data will flow from source to target, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ETL, extract the data, I extracted, transform, and the data will process from source to target. While processing, it will process row by row, and who will take care of this process? Data loading process, integration service. But integration service will not be having direct access to client tools. What integration service will do is, so when you run a Informatica job, first repository service will enable, and it will give an intimation to integration service. Boss, somebody are running a Informatica job, please take care about the data processing. Process the data row by row and insert into the target. That it will take care by integration service. So repository service will save the data, but also repository service will give the intimation to integration service to what? To insert the records into the target, to process the data into the target, to process the data row by row into target. That is the usage of integration service and repository service. Are you clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear about repository service and integration service?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Any doubts in integration service or repository service?
No, sir.
Any doubts, please?
Raj, here repository services is there, right? There it will save automatically the data.
Save? Yes, save. When you click on save, it will save. Here, we have a save. The repository save is there. When you click on save, whatever it is saving, it will save under here. Okay. Yeah. When you run, we have an option for run. When you run a workflow, then the repository service will enable. It will give an intimation to integration service. This is a source and this is a target. Process the data from source to target. Manipulate in between. Row by row, you process to the target. Who will take? Integration service. Are you clear?
Integration. When we will use this integration service?
When you run a workflow, when you run an Informatica job, then integration service will use. I will tell in the next session when integration service will use.
Run or transfer?
Both are same. When you run a workflow in Informatica terms, you have to run the workflow. Internally, it will transfer the data from source to target. When you run it, internally, it will transfer data from source to target.
So, in which schema it will store the data after transformation?
Now see, I have a now first. So table where it should present? Table present in where?
Source.
Schema, right? Schema. Source schema is what? OT, SRC. We have created source schema, right? OT, SRC.
Equal
Dev 3.
Dev 3.
Same way, target table will be having in where? Target schema. OT,
Okay.
TGT, Dev 3.
TGT Dev 3. Okay.
In this, we have a source table. In this, we have a target table. This is target table. That this is having data. This will not be having data. This data will transfer to this table. Maybe this is Oracle table. This may be a SQL Server table. This is a SQL Server table. This may be a file. Anything is fine.
Okay.
Wherever it is there, whatever the connections you will give, there it will store. That's it.
Okay. It means it's not mandatory that the target database should be Oracle only.
No.
So it can be anything.
It can be anything. It can be a file. It can be any database. No problem.
Okay.
That is what ETL, right? ETL means what? Extract from one database, either transfer to the same database in the different table, or any database or any file, anything you can transfer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, understood.
Sir,
clear,
one
please?
question, sir. That means our Informatica will not store any actual data.
No.
Structures,
Informatica
right?
will never store any actual data. No.
Okay.
It will just take the data, process it. Import the data from source, transform the data, process it. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Informatica will not store any data. But in cache files, in the file formats, while you are running, the process will happen in cache files. I will tell that whenever the cache files comes.
Okay.
But Informatica never stores any data.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So difference
Everybody?
between SQL and Oracle, sir.
You did not attend your first session?
No, sir.
Did you attend or you did not attend?
No, sir. Today only I
So
went.
just go through first video, okay, and you will understand what is Oracle, what is SQL. Okay, you go through the first video first, then again second video also I will send. Go through 2 videos, then you will understand better. Okay.
Now you will send, sir.
Yeah, I will send. Yeah. Who is this?
Oh, Harish.
Harish, I will send.
Okay. Krishna, for me also, sir. For me also today.
See now, 1 second, guys. If you have registered in my website,
Yeah.
you no need to ask me. Go to rajinformatica.com. Okay, 1 second. I'll open student account. That is my admin account, right? Just give me a second. You no need to ask me for a video, please. See, please. Okay, you open rajinformatica.com. You log into your user. Okay, I am logging into the user. It's logged in already. Okay, it's not logged in. You log in. Once you log into your student account, once you log into student account, okay, now here you are seeing enroll courses.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody please see this now. Okay.
Yes.
So the problem is, while I explain, you don't listen, and you will be asking the same things in the WhatsApp group. So while I am explaining, if you listen carefully, you will get it something. If you don't listen, you will never get it this. Go to enroll course. Click on enrolled course. Then click on, if you are enrolled in morning, it will be morning. If you enroll to evening, it will be evening. Only one course it will show. Open this. Click on this. Once you click on this, are you seeing here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yesterday video, I already, here it is there. Introduction to Informatica, lesson 1 already there. Now after this class, I'll put lesson 2 here. You click on this lesson 1, click on this lesson 1. Now see, lesson 1 video is already there with the files also. Zip file also, when you click on it, it will automatically download in your system, zip file. Okay, whatever I have shown you that day. So today also, click on this session 2. Click on the session 2. Nothing is there here. I will embed the video and I will put the zip file here so that you can get it. And also, when I do it here, you will get an email also. But don't see the email. Come here. Always where you need to come again, please. Please observe carefully. So daily you need to do the same thing. No need to ask me. 1 to 7 videos, as I promised, I will give it to you. 1 to 7 or 8. Okay, come to students dashboard or go to enrolled courses. Anything is fine. Go to enrolled courses. Okay, click on your enrolled course. Then click on this first. Introduction to Informatica is over already, first session. Click on this. Now here video you can play automatically, you can play, and you can extra. Same way, click on the second lesson today. You can automatically take it. Got it, guys? Are you clear about it?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this, please?
No, sir.
Raj, when you are going to upload these things, because evening.
After this, no, after this, by 12:30 you can see this. By 12:30.
Okay, sure.
Okay, by 12:30 you can see this.
Sure.
So now the problem is now. See, in this week we have alternative classes. Okay, that means we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because still people are joining, still people are not installed Informatica. I can go, okay, see, if I go here, I can save my time, I can start a batch early, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so what you want to do? Next class is on Wednesday, next class is on Friday, next class is on Monday. From Monday onwards, 21st onwards, regular till Saturday. Only Sunday is holiday. But this week we'll take only alternate days. From batch 1, I am doing the same because people are still installing Informatica. We need to help them to install Informatica. Okay. So next session is on 16th. Next session is on Friday. Next session is on 20th, 21st. Okay. So this is about that. From 21st, it will be regular. Till 18th, you will be understand what is Informatica. Okay, how to do a mapping. Everything you will be clear. If I go daily, you can easily do it. If I go daily, you cannot do it. I know you cannot do it. Okay, so that's why it will be the alternative classes in this week. 14th, today is over. Next is on Wednesday. Next is on Friday. Okay, next is on 21st. Are you clear about it?
Only morning sessions is there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Morning and evening both. If I take morning, evening will be there. If I don't take morning, evening will not be there. If I am one day, there is a morning class means there will be evening class. If there is no morning class means there is no evening class. Are you clear about it?
Yes, sir.
14th, 16th, 18th, 21st, both morning and evening classes will be there. Okay. Are you clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now by 3 o'clock, we'll meet again, all the morning people. I wanted to do from here, where you have to do something, you need to do it now. Because really, I don't have time to send a Zoom link to everybody. Okay, in the group or individual, I don't have time. So you go to student, join live session. I will check what is the problem now. I will create one more student account. I will check individually why it is not giving. Okay, it should give. When you click on evening session, it should give like this. When you click on Zoom, if you are not opening Zoom app, leave about it. Don't use join Zoom app. Join in browser, you please open it. Okay, and join from the browser, please. It should show like this. When it show like this, then it is correct. Then it is correct. Okay. See, some people will be having some problem. Are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Click on this. Always use this one. And done.
At 3 o'clock, we are checking only Zoom link, correct?
Only Zoom link. That's it. No
Again,
class.
we'll teach
Only
it.
Zoom link. No. Only Zoom link.
Sir,
Okay.
after putting the name here also, it is not going.
It should go actually. I will check why it is not going. It should go. Okay. It should go.
Check now, sir.
Okay. I
Sir,
will
it
check.
is asking again approval, sir.
I will check. I will check. Yes, I understand the problem. You people are facing the problem. Maybe
Yes, sir.
there is some problem. Really, there is a problem. Yes, I understand. Okay. That is why I will rectify the problem. Will again join at 3 o'clock to just check whether now how many people are there? 71. 71
sir.
people should be there in
3
3 o'clock also. If you don't attend, then Tuesday or Wednesday, don't ask me again, please.
Sir, I can't join 3 o'clock session today.
Fine. If you
Sure.
can't join, then we'll see tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll see tomorrow 3 o'clock again. Whoever join. Otherwise, tomorrow 12 o'clock we can join. 12:30.
Sir, tomorrow 12:30, sir. Me also
First,
can't join, sir.
first today 3 o'clock. Whoever wanted to join, you
Okay.
please observe. First today 3 o'clock. Whoever wanted to join, join. If you are unable to join 3 o'clock, tomorrow 12:30.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow 12:30. Whoever not join, please join. Only morning people, please.
Okay.
Only morning people. When you click on morning, it should take to the Zoom. That's it. Okay, there
Time it
should
will
be
be taken,
no.
sir. If you log in at
10
3
minutes.
o'clock.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Just will check whether you are able to log in or not. I will start the meeting at the time. Okay, you have to check whether that is getting or not, and we will see it how it goes.
Sure,
Because daily basis I don't have time to send a Zoom link to you. That's why.
Today's session is over, huh?
Yes, it is over.
Okay,
It is
okay.
over. Okay, fine, please. So now whoever
Sir,
not in
tomorrow no class, right?
Tomorrow no.
Okay.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now please see, if you want installation instructions, see please. If you want installation instructions, go to rajinformatica.com, go to courses. Are you seeing installation process?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Click on this. You have the installation video here. You have the software links. Download them and see the video and do it. Okay, install it. Okay, if you have any problems, post in the group or post to me or somebody will help you. Don't worry about it. Okay, but you have to install somehow.
Okay,
but you have to install somehow. Are you clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So 3 o'clock will join.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Raj,
Hello.
hello.
So there is a resound, guys. Please mute on yourself.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Every time we open that repository manager console, it is necessary to open that administrator console as well.
Not required. No. That
But
is server.
but for me it's not working, sir. If I open directly this repository manager.
No, if you, that means go to services, open. First come to the Oracle services. Please understand carefully while I am telling and do the same thing. It is not a big deal.
No, sir.
I am not saying to you. One second. I am not saying to you. I am saying to everybody. Okay. Because Informatica is very easy than other tools. Okay. So first check these 4 services are running. Are these 4 services are running in your side? Did you check?
Yes, sir. I have checked all this, but
and also Informatica. One second. Is Informatica also running like this?
Yes, sir.
Refresh. Is it running?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's
Then
running.
it will open for sure. For sure, it will open.
It is opening, but when I try to connect to repository, it is throwing some.
That's what it will connect. I'm saying if these are running, for sure it will connect. For sure it will connect. I'm saying. See, when you start any service, you have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. You should have patience to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. When you start Informatica 10.2.0 now, immediately when you check it, it will not open. You should have patience for 2 to 3 minutes. After starting the service, wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Check again, refresh. Refresh means it should be running only. It should not stop. It should be running only. Then after 2 to 3 minutes, then connect. Surely it will connect. Maybe it is connecting for you. You are unable to see the folders. I'm thinking in that way.
No, sir. Actually, when I try after running all those services, it's not connected. But when I open that administrator console,
no.
Again it connected, sir.
No. No. So start the services. Wait for 3 minutes. Wait for 3 minutes and start it. It will open. And also one more thing. When you click on forgot password here, you have to wait for 5 minutes to get an email. Sometimes you will get the email immediately. Sometimes you will get after 5 minutes. Please be patient for that. Okay. Please be patient. You will get the forgot password for sure.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Maybe yesterday few people are saying I'm not getting email for forgot password. Some server issues will be there. Okay, because this is a system. This is not manual, right? It will come for sure, but you have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Are you clear about it, please?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me one thing. Everybody, did you do this? That Zoom link, have you? One second, please. See, you are not following this process actually. See, I'll show you again. As you people are here. 1 second, please. Can anybody 1 second? Can anybody send the registration link? Just give me a second. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Able to
sir.
see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, here, this is a morning registration link. Everybody, did you register with this like this? Everybody did register
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
with
Yes,
your
sir.
first name, last name. Everybody, anybody has not registered till now?
Yes.
Registered.
Anybody has not registered?
Registered many times, sir.
No, one time is enough. No need of many times. Just one time is enough.
It is asking
Approval, sir.
time.
Fine. Just if you are registered, then I'll rectify before 3 o'clock. If you don't register, I have given the enrollment IDs to you already. Just if you don't register again. If you register, leave it. If you don't register, few people registered today morning. That's why I'm saying. Yesterday afternoon onwards, I was telling register, but people have registered today morning. That's why I'm saying. Okay. So if you don't register it. Then we'll see at 3 o'clock whether it is working or not. Tomorrow again 12 o'clock. We'll see 12:30 again. At what time? I told 12:30 again. Okay, we'll see again whether it is working or not. From Wednesday, it should go smooth. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear, please.
Sir,
Everybody.
sir, I registered
Sir.
in the evening yesterday, and I got the invitation like for the joining. I got the email at 9:28 in the morning.
One second, please. See, join either morning or evening. Number one. Okay. If you want to join, suppose you are on morning batch. Tomorrow you want to join evening batch. Suppose you at least tell me one day before that I want to join evening batch tomorrow. At least one day before you tell me. Okay, whether that means you want to change your batch means suppose you are in your morning batch. If you want to change it to evening batch, you can join, no problem. I will allow. At least one day before you tell me so that we'll register for evening batch also. You can join evening. Are you clear about it?
So I was not asking about batches actually. I was asking about I did the registration in the evening yesterday, and I got the email about joining the link for the morning session today in the morning at 9:28 a.m.
You register both, maybe morning and evening both.
No. I had just registered for the morning batch only.
Fine, I will rectify all the problems. Give me one day today. I'll rectify. Somehow you should automate. Actually, okay. I will automate. Just wait for that, please. Okay. Maybe because it's new for me, it's new for you. It will take some time, but we have time. We'll go smooth on Wednesday. Okay. So from Wednesday onwards, no need to ask the any link. You will get the links. That means you can join from website. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Fine, guys.
Yes, sir.
We'll meet at 3 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
For
sir.
WhatsApp group.
Sir, a small question like. Hello.
Tell me,
Sir, a small question like due to some connection problem, I just missed like some part of the class.
Some part. Then
Can I
you tell
join
me.
to the
You
evening
don't
class?
ask me at 7:30, please. Normally, what is the problem is, if you ask at 7:30, I'll be in hurry to join 7:30 call. At least you ask me immediately after the morning class. I want to join evening also. Then we have time till 7:30 from now.
Yeah.
We do. If you ask at 7:30,
Yes,
I
sir.
cannot do anything. I cannot do anything really. Ask me in advance at least 3-4 hours before.
Okay.
Okay. If you ask at last moment, I
Okay,
cannot
sir.
do anything. Okay. Clear about it?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next.
What about WhatsApp
Okay.
group?
Thank you, sir.
WhatsApp group. Who is this? You ping me personally. I will add in the WhatsApp group. You ping me personally.
So we need to join the same link at 3 o'clock.
Same link. Same link means here. Like this. Go here. Okay, students, join live session. Click on morning. Then it should go to the Zoom browser. Then Zoom browser, it should happen like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, like that you need to do. Okay, go to the students, join live session. Okay, and it should come here. Join morning session. Then go. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll see at 3 o'clock, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Raj,
you.
we need to practice this creating tables.
Yes. I will send all these things to you. You just
Sure.
practice those things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, Raj.
Yeah, go ahead.
For me, 3 o'clock, I can't able to.
Tomorrow, 12 o'clock,
join.
you can join, no?
Tomorrow, 12:30
o'clock?
also, I can't
12:30 you
able
cannot
to
join?
make. It's midnight 3 for me.
Fine, we'll see. For you, I'll
Can't.
you ping me. We'll separately will do for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I think I able to join.
Then leave it. If you're able,
And I
morning
don't
you
have
join.
issue with that.
Morning you join.
Yeah, morning I joined.
Then leave
and
it.
First time I joined and
Then leave it. Leave it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Okay then. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. See you on Tuesday. Sorry, Wednesday. But 3 o'clock we'll meet again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. Have a good
Okay,
day.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.